You might think I have rocks in my head, but which one of these is most like this? It might sound like a silly question, but I reckon it's an excellent one. To find out the answer, we need to discover whether eggs float like a boat or sink like a rock. Hi, I'm Harry, and today I'll be steering the ship as we discover the answer to this question. And here's a hint. It all depends on what's in the water. To do this experiment, you'll need 3 glasses, a coin, an uncooked egg, a cork, a spoon, some salt, and a paper napkin. To start, have a glass of water 3/4 the way full, and then lower a coin into the water with a spoon. Do the same with the egg and then the piece of cork. You'll see that the egg and the coin will sink and the cork will float. Now take your second glass of water, again about 3/4 the way full, and this time add a couple of spoonfuls of salt and stir until it dissolves. Now lower the objects into the salt water again. You'll see that the coin still sinks, the cork still floats, but the egg does not sink. Instead, it floats near the top of the water. Okay, now get the third glass, and this time only fill it halfway with water. Again, add a couple of tablespoons of salt and stir until it dissolves. Now we need to add some plain water on top of the salt water without mixing them up. Here's how you do it. Place a napkin as best you can into the glass so that the napkin covers the surface of the salt water. Now hold the napkin in place and slowly and steadily pour in some tap water until the glass is almost full. Then carefully pull out the paper napkin. Now use your spoon to lower the objects into the water again. First the coin, then the egg, then the cork. Again you'll see the coin sinks and the cork floats, but now the egg sinks to about the middle of the glass. So you can see that the egg has gone to the bottom of the tap water, but it's floating on top of the salt water. If I push down on the egg gently with my spoon, you can see it floats straight back up again. So what we've discovered today is that eggs are denser than tap water. This means that an egg weighs more than the egg-sized amount of tap water. In the first experiment with just plain water, the egg sinks because the egg is heavier or more dense than the water. In the salt water, the egg floats because the salt in the water makes it more dense than the egg. The cork always floats because it's lighter or less dense than the water. And the coin always sinks because it's way more dense than the water. So is an egg more like one of these or one of these? Well, an egg can be both depending on what's in the water. Really, it's whatever floats your boat.